Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV. I'm Vedant Agarwal. Our lead story, well, the huge political flashpoint over the Congress's Karnataka guarantees. This, of course, after Mallikarjun Kharge cautioned various state units of the Congress to not go overboard and be in tandem with the state's budget. Well, Prime Minister Modi, in fact, has put out a very strongly worded statement saying that the Congress's fake poll promises have now been exposed. Well, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has now reacted to it. He has put out an equally strongly worded tweet. He says that, well, the BJP should first take a hard look at how it has ruined the state of Karnataka in terms of money. He also invokes the corruption charges against former Chief Minister Bommai. He says the BJP and its erstwhile government plagued the state with corruption. Take a look.
As the political campaign for Maharashtra hits its peak, the focus is on the promised welfare schemes of the Congress and the economics of it. The attack of the party's politics of promises came from the Prime Minister himself. While the party's promise of guarantees has been a cornerstone of its election campaigns since the win in Karnataka 2023, President Mallikarjun Kharge's comment to keep budgetary constraints in mind while making poll promises led to the Prime Minister accusing the Congress of realizing the hard way that it's making unreal promises in election season.
So Congress throughout the country, in many states, they are giving such type of false promises, false guarantees, which they are not able to carry out, implement.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದಾಗ ಯಾವ್ದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾ ಹೇಳಿದೆ 5, 6, 10, 20 ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬಜೆಟ್ ಇದೆ ಆ ಬಜೆಟ್ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿಗಳು ಕೊಡಿ.
The Congress president's comments came at the same press conference where he publicly reprimanded the Karnataka party unit president and state's deputy CM D.K. Shiv and CM Siddaramaiah for raising concerns over the viability one of the guarantees implemented in Karnataka, the Shakti Free Bus for Women scheme. While a similar guarantee has been made in Maharashtra, Shiv had indicated a review of the scheme in Karnataka.
ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ 5 ನೋಡಿ ನಾನು 5 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿನಿ. ಈಗ ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ 5 ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ, ನೀ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಒಂದು ಕೈ ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಿ ಇವತ್ತು. ನೀವು ಓದ್ತಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಪೇಪರ್ಗು, ನಾವು ಪೇಪರ್ನಾಗ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಇರಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಪೇಪರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಆಯ್ತು ಕೇಳಿ,
ಪರಿಷ್ಕರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ
ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಹೇಳ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ.
Shiv was also forced to issue a clarification.
So they said that we are getting transportation money from our company. We are ready to give back to that. Some of them have suggested no question of dropping anything. I just said that we will just look into all those cases. We are not able to cancel or withdraw or anything.
It was the 5 guarantees that made the Congress storm back to power in Karnataka in 2023, making it a model for the entire country. But now, questions mount on whether there are enough resources to run them. It is clear that economic conversations or concerns about the schemes are buried in the political heat of an electoral battle. Pratibha Raman in Bengaluru for NDTV.
Meanwhile, in poll-bound Maharashtra, Arvind Sawant's seemingly sexist and misogynistic remark has sparked a huge political row. Well, he called Shaina NC an imported item, taking a jibe at her jumping ship from the BJP to the Shinde Sena. Shaina NC has hit back. She says, neither am I anyone's item, nor am I imported. I'm very much from Mumbai Devi, where she is contesting the election. Earlier, I spoke to Shaina NC. Listen to what she had to say. There's no denying that this was certainly a distasteful remark, and he has come up with this sort of inane defense, saying that this was about outsiders, this was about a BJP leader being fielded as a Sainik, and that entire issue of turncoats and defections. So this is not a case of defection at all. Let me clarify. But Shaina, also, don't you think that this is something that leaders across party lines need to come together on? The level of our political discourse, as we have seen in the past 2 to 3 years particularly, has gone down, and how leaders from across political parties continue to make distasteful, misogynistic remarks. I mean, there's no denying that even leaders from your party, even from the Shinde Sena, the BJP, your former party, have made remarks that have been distasteful. So the onus lies on political leaders from across parties to come together and make sure that our political discourse is at a level that is not what it is right now.
So Vedant, I want to make 2-3 points. Number one, that in 2014, 2019, we were the ones who campaigned for Arvind Savant, and he used the photograph of Prime Minister Modi, and then we were all Ladki Behens. And now suddenly, cut to 2024, where you sense a sense of insecurity of any competent woman coming into the public space and public zone, you try to use these misogynistic, derogatory comments. Now, I want to say that the Shiv Sena's Eknath Shinde ji has given me an opportunity to represent the women of Mumbai Devi. The Mahavinash Agadi, on the other hand, every 2 hours has Sanjay Raut giving a comment, Uddhav Thackeray giving a comment, Nana Patole giving a comment, and Sharad Pawar ji also as part of their alliance. But they have chosen to stay absolutely mum. Vedant, you may remember whenever even opposition leaders who are women have had cases or people threatening or, misogynistic comments, I have always stood up for them across the board and said the cause of women and women's dignity is way above our differences. Today, all of them are silent. Not one of them has spoken. And I am here saying, Vedant, please discuss and deliberate on any issue, debate on any angle on what your development plan for Mumbai Devi is. Speak about all your issues with, cluster redevelopment, the Mumbai corridor, the kind of sanitation issues, the cleanliness issues, the redevelopment of BIT Chawl. But you have chosen just to knock me and say, oh, ये तो imported माल है. And firstly, I'm not imported because I've lived in South Mumbai all my life.
Yes.
My Nanihal is in Madanpura, which is in Mumbai Devi. I have only championed the cause of the Mumbaikar. So these lame kind of, then you have the MLA, the local MLA standing there and laughing at this comment. I will not take it lying down.
Meanwhile, Arvind Savant has come up with a rather inane response. He says that this is deliberate targeting, this is a bit to defame me. This, of course, is Chief Minister Eknath Shinde has also hit out. He says if Balasaheb Thackeray was around, he would have broken Arvind Savant's head. Take a look.
जब बात हुई थी तो कुछ नहीं हुआ. आज 1 तारीख को कैसे ख्याल आया इमीडिएटली? कोई तो होगा, किसी ने बनाया ना. ये साजिश है, किसी ने साजिश करके ये तय कर लिया कि भैया अरविंद जी सावंत कहीं नहीं मिलते तो चलो इस मुद्दे को लेकर उनको बदनाम करें. तो उल्टा हुआ, मुझे बदनाम करने का काम शुरू कर दिया. जबकि मैंने कभी भी, वैसे तो मेरी मित्र रही है, मैंने कभी मित्रता का अपमान नहीं किया. ये शिवसेना मिंदे गुट में जहां वो गई है, वो भाजपा की नहीं है, पहले ध्यान में रखना. वो गई है वहां, उस पार्टी में महिलाओं पे अत्याचार करने वाले, उसका खून करने का आरोप जिन पर है, वो उनके साथ में मंत्री करके बैठा हुआ है उस सरकार में. ये तुम्हारी महिलाओं के बारे में संवेदना है.
म्हणजे हे दुर्दैवी आहे की या महाराष्ट्रामध्ये महिला भगिनींचा अपमान करणं हे खरं म्हणजे ज्यांनी केलंय. आता या लाडक्या बहिणी सगळे मिळून त्यांना घरी बसवतील, त्यांना योग्य ती जागा दाखवतील. बाळासाहेब असते आणि कुणी शिवसैनिकांना असं केलं असतं तर थोबाड फोडलं असतं. आणि म्हणून मी एवढंच सांगतो की या सगळ्या लाडक्या बहिणी मिळून त्या लाडक्या बहिणींचा अपमान करणाऱ्यांचा बदला घेतील आणि निवडणुकीमध्ये त्यांना कायमचं घरी बसवतील.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has reignited the entire debate around One Nation, One Election with his remarks on Unity Day from the Statue of Unity. This, of course, as he said that One Nation, One Election will be a reality soon. The opposition is up in arms, citing administrative challenges and logistical obstacles. Take a look.
Outrage from the opposition a day after the Prime Minister made this comment.
अब हम वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन पर काम कर रहे हैं, जो भारत के लोकतंत्र को मजबूती देगा, जो भारत के संसाधनों का ऑप्टिमम आउटकम देगा और देश विकसित भारत के सपने को पार करने में और नई गति प्राप्त करेगा.
Major opposition parties have reacted sharply to Prime Minister's comment in Gujarat on National Unity Day in Kevadia yesterday.
आम आदमी का इश्यू डाइवर्ट करने के लिए पूरा फिर भी नया चीज बोलेंगे. I don't think
there is a perception this one nation, one election will destroy the parliamentary democratic system, multi-party democratic system in the country. It will destroy the federal system of governance in our country. It will destroy the present power structure.
Other major opposition parties have also strongly opposed the idea of one nation, one election. In January, West Bengal Chief Minister and Trinamool Congress President Mamata Banerjee had written to the High-Level Committee Secretary Nitin Chandra saying that the Indian Constitution does not follow one nation, one election. Rashtriya Janata Dal has also strongly opposed the idea, arguing that the High-Level Committee was formed by Modi cabinet. And then it was the Modi cabinet itself which had accepted its recommendations.
विधानसभा के मुद्दे कुछ अलग होते हैं, देश के मुद्दे कुछ अलग होते हैं, नगर पालिकाओं नगर पंचायतों के चुनाव में अलग मुद्दे होते हैं, ग्राम सभा और जिला पंचायतों के चुनाव में कुछ दूसरे मुद्दे होते हैं. इन सारे चुनावों को एक साथ करके हमारी सरकार दरअसल चाहती ये है कि जो देश के पैमाने पे बड़ी पार्टियां हैं उन्हीं तक सारा खेल राजनीति का सीमित हो जाए. जो क्षेत्रीय भावनाओं का प्रतिनिधित्व करती हैं जो पार्टियां और जो क्षेत्रीय आधार पर वहां की समस्याओं के अनुरूप अपनी राजनीति को विकसित करती हैं, उन राजनीतिक दलों को पूरे तरीके से उपेक्षा वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन के दौरान होगी.
On September 18th, the Union Cabinet had approved the recommendation of the High-Level Committee on the One Nation, One Election proposal. The government claims 80% of the suggestions received during discussions on One Nation, One Election were in support of it. The government plans to implement One Nation, One Election in two stages. Lok Sabha and Assembly elections will be held in the first phase, while the elections for local bodies will be held in the second phase. The government wants to implement the proposal within the next 5 years. The implementation group may soon be formed to create a national consensus on this.
After Prime Minister Narendra Modi's statement, it will be politically significant to see what next big step government will take towards implementing this ambitious idea of one nation, one election in the country. With the forthcoming winter session just a few weeks away, clearly the next big challenge before the government will be to forge a political consensus on this big idea. In Parliament with camera person Stephen, Himanshu Shekhar for NDTV.
And with that, we'll take a short break now, but news continues right here on NDTV. Welcome back. Some shocking news from Jammu and Kashmir. The fifth major terror attack in the Union Territory since the poll verdict was out. And this time, 2 migrant workers from Uttar Pradesh were shot at. They were injured. They sustained minor injuries as well. They were rushed to a local hospital. But remember, this is the second targeted attack at migrant workers, innocent migrant workers in Jammu and Kashmir in just 2 weeks. So militancy certainly remains a huge challenge for the newly formed government. My colleague Nazir Masoodi with the latest.
This evening, in a place called Mazhama in Magam area of Badgam district, 2 migrant workers have been shot at and injured. According to police, they have received minor injuries. One has received one injury in the hand, another bullet injury in the leg. Both are out of danger. They were shifted to hospital for treatment. But this is the 4th attack on migrant workers in last 2 weeks in the valley. Clearly looks like a design to scare, to create fear among migrant workers who are here just contributing to the development. We know 7 workers, including a doctor, were killed. They were working on a tunnel, major vital tunnel project at Gagangir in Sonmarg area of Gandharbal district. Before that, 1 migrant worker was killed in Shopian, and then another worker was shot at and injured in Tral area of Pulwama district. Now, another incident this evening. So far, these two migrant workers, one is identified as Sanjay, another Usman. That is the preliminary report, but police are saying both are out of danger. And this is the innocent people who are being targeted. And it is actually an attack on the development of these, attack on the livelihood of people. And these people are the soft targets, innocent people without any fault. They are being targeted by these terrorists, these murderers who are trying to kill people. But fortunately, both are reportedly stable. They're out of danger. But in last 4 incidents, police has not been able to track down any of the attackers so far.
Meanwhile, Delhi has turned into a gas chamber yet again just a day after Diwali. This with the PM 2.5, the cancer-causing micropollutant in emergency levels. Take a look at this report.
This is what the Delhi skyline looked like the day after Diwali. Despite the crackers' ban, the capital's annual pollution problem persisted. No surprises that the Delhi air quality level reached hazardous levels. In fact, it soared up to 359 today, much worse than the last year's 218, which signifies very poor levels. Delhi government had imposed a ban on the production, storage, sale and use of crackers across the city. But what was missing on the ground was enforcement.
I live in Dwarka. In that area, people are burning the crackers. They're buying crackers from the Haryana. They said like Delhi is banned, but you can buy from Haryana. Until they are burning and police are walking around and they are also burning with them. So how you can control this thing?
Particulate matter 2.5 soared as high as 900 micrograms per cubic meter, over 15 times the acceptable limit in several areas. In several areas like Anand Vihar and Jahangirpuri, AQI readings reached 400 mark.
दिल्ली के अंदर सभी 70 विधानसभा क्षेत्रों में आज से 2 मोबाइल एंटी स्मॉग गन तैनात किए जा रहे हैं, जो 3 शिफ्ट में दिल्ली के अंदर सुबह से लेकर के रात तक सड़कों पर पानी के छिड़काव का काम करेंगे।
दिल्ली में 10 साल से आपकी सरकार दिल्ली में है। प्रदूषण की ये समस्या आज कोई पहली बार नहीं है। 10 साल से दिल्ली प्रदूषण का दंश झेल रही है, लेकिन पिछले 10 सालों में आपने या आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार ने ऐसे वो कौन से कदम उठाए जिससे प्रदूषण को रोका जा सके?
इस बार 1 नवंबर को दीपावली की अगली सुबह पॉल्यूशन इतना ज्यादा नहीं था जितनी उम्मीद की जा रही थी। जब भी दीपावली होती है तो उस समय फायर क्रैकर्स वगैरह का धुआं तो होता ही है, और उसके कारण क्या होता है कि पॉल्यूशन काफी ज्यादा बढ़ जाता है अगली सुबह, और सीवियर कंडीशन ज्यादातर आ जाती है, 500-600 तक एक्यूआई इंडेक्स पहुंच जाता है। मेन कारण यह है कि ये उत्तर पश्चिम दिशा से जो लगातार हवाएं रात से ही चलना शुरू हुई थी और स्पीड अच्छी थी, उसके कारण जो पॉल्यूटेंट्स थे वो डिस्पर्स हो गए। और दूसरा फैक्टर ये था कि इस बार दीपावली के समय टेम्परेचर बहुत ज्यादा नहीं गिरे हैं, यानी मिनिमम टेम्परेचर में बहुत ज्यादा गिरावट दर्ज नहीं की गई है।
This just marks the beginning of pollution season in Delhi. As November begins, the pollution challenge will expand, as stubble fire incidents from Punjab and Haryana will rise and add to the toxic haze over NCR. With camera person Prem Singh, Shreya Ghosh, Bureau Report for NDTV.